Hey guys, I hope you are all having an awesome day. So we're gonna just do a general reading. So whenever you see this message is gonna be for you. So if you see it after I recorded it, it doesn't matter. So I do want to say this is a general reading. I'm not asking anything specific. So kind of just whatever we get is what we get. But I do want to say if it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. I always say that because, sometimes people take things and they're like, well, Brittany said this, or even other readers say certain things, and it's not going to be for every single person who sees it. If it triggers you, I don't know why they're asking me to say this, but if it triggers you, there's something you need to heal. There's a reason why it's triggering you. And it's something you need to heal. And we just got the healing light card, so interesting as I said that. So yeah, we'll kind of see. Okay, that's a lot. All of these. Okay, I guess we're taking all of those. That. Okay, I was gonna do a different deck there, but I guess not. And wow, they just came out in 3 like that. Interesting. We got those cards yesterday in a different order though. This is interesting. Okay, so I'll tell you the cards we got. We got deserving, status quo, the healing light, fear, victim mentality, and followed by that we have commitment, vast universe, true love, present power, dark thoughts. And then we got, for the crystal cards, we got amethyst, discernment, tiger's eye, perseverance. With the amethyst card, what I'm hearing is being conscious of what other people say to you and use your own discernment. Like it almost looks like kind of what they're showing me is like kind of like that labyrinth thing I was talking about the other day. It's almost like you in a maze and it's like you trying to get to the end result, right? And it's like they want you to keep going forward and moving forward, but it's like you're going to meet people or there are going to be situations kind of put in your way that are intentionally put in your way to kind of block you or to change your thought process or to is not in a malicious way in the sense where it's like something to stop you from receiving like the end goal or a manifestation or something. It's almost like to help you with seeing your own strength and trusting your own judgment and not listening to people as much and to like move forward with whatever this is. So interesting. I'm reading the cards totally different than normal. What I'm getting is, oh my God, the maze thing. This is exactly what I was just talking about. I just realized that this card has this in there. Kind of like this, but it didn't look like this to me. It looked very short to the ground. And it looked like grass, like green. It almost looked like, hi baby. It almost looked like a maze, but like with green, like a lot of greens, like in a field, like very pretty, not dark looking. Interesting. But yeah, I'm getting that a lot of people are going through this, like, it feels like they're saying the words off-centeredness. Like you feel off-centered. You don't feel quite like yourself and you're not sure why. And it feels like there's a lot of like dark thoughts coming up. Like a lot of like inner demons have been coming up for you. So if you've been feeling a little like off kilter, you've been feeling a little odd lately, or feeling like a little imbalance, maybe feeling like just like some negative energies, different things like that. It's like you're facing your shadow self is what I'm hearing. Like you're facing your shadow self. A lot of you guys are. What I'm getting is with the shadow self is that victim mentality. Like, why does it just keep like, feel like everything's just flooding me? Everything's coming into my life. Things are taking forever. The things I want never come. And it's like this self-imposed victim mentality. And what they're saying is, look, like, yeah, there are dark thoughts coming up. There are things that are coming up for you. But it's like, what is your perception on the thoughts coming up? Are you going to sit there and focus on, this is happening to me, everything's going wrong and all of this? Or are you going to take that mindset, realize this is helping me with releasing, this is helping me build strength, this is teaching me, this is empowering me essentially, and it's going to bring me to where I want to be. I'm going to trust in the divine. I'm going to trust in my higher power. I'm going to trust in my intuition and know that everything that's meant to be in my life and worth it will be in my life and will be worth it. But okay, so with the fear and present power, I don't get present power at all. What I get is A lot of you guys have been kind of in the fear energy, and we got a lot of the dark cloud, like the dark cards over here, right? A lot of you guys have been sitting in fear. A lot of the dark thoughts are fear-based thoughts. And so it's what I'm getting with present power is like, it's almost like you guys are actually afraid to move forward and step forward because you're scared of what's going to happen. It just feels like this very unfamiliar territory, something very new or very different that you're not used to. And it's like you're scared to step forward and like unleash something. So whether that's something okay, I'm going to give you an example when I say unleash something. So if you're talking to somebody new, it's like you might be scared, whether this is a friend or relationship, you might be scared to show who you really are, let your guard down and really like unleash the love that you have inside and really like allow people to see and feel that, right? So you might be holding yourself back. This also feels like some of you guys, this is like a conversation that you want to have with somebody. And it doesn't have to be, you know, relationship wise, like romantic. Some of you, I feel like it is romantic, but some of you, it feels more so like a friendship, or like some of you may be family, but I feel more so like friendship, like you want to have a conversation with somebody, and I just keep seeing you like being held back. Like every time you want to talk to them, text them, say something to them, it's just like you stop yourself. I'm not totally sure exactly what you're stopping yourself for. I'm getting fear. Like some of it's fear, but it feels like there's all right, can we get a clarifier? It feels like something deeper than that. A consciousness of lack. Okay, so as soon as I just pulled this, I hear the word self-love. Self-love. It's like you have this, it's like the consciousness, the fear is this consciousness of not feeling self-love is what I should say. So it's almost like you're not standing in your worth. You're not standing in your power. You're not asking for the things that you want. And and a lot of you guys aren't spiritually asking for the things you want. It's like you're holding yourself back. It's like you have the opportunity for things and you keep blocking yourself and holding yourself back. But it's like a lot of you guys, the communication thing. So what I'm getting is there are some people romantically that want to have a conversation and come forward and really have like a serious conversation and talk with you, but they're not coming forward because they feel like they're unworthy of love. They feel like they're not enough. They feel like you're superior to them, even though that's not reality. That's what they're feeling, right? There are some of you who are scared to talk to like friends and people like that because you're scared of like the repercussions. It's almost like whatever this fear is, it's like, this is something that you learned in your childhood, right? It's like you said something to your parents and oh shit, if you ever brought something up to your parents, it was like the end of the fucking world, right? It was like, you can't talk to me like that. You can't say this. You can't express your feelings. You can't do this. And so it's almost like this fear-based communication issue where it's like, if I say this, then now I'm thinking of the worst type situation. So with that being said, you are going through the healing phases and you will be coming out of those dark thoughts. They need you to keep moving forward. They need you to keep going toward the light, realizing what you deserve. It's like stopping and smelling the roses, stopping and smelling the flowers, like even through the journey of darkness, even through, rainstorms and showers, it's like stopping and admiring the rainbows, stopping and seeing the beautiful flowers that have bloomed because of the storm. It's like stopping and appreciating the progress and the steps you have made and keep moving forward anyway. And yes, it is difficult sometimes when you're in that dark energy or feeling depressed or feeling anxious or feeling, sad or afraid or whatever. Yeah, it is difficult at times. But at the same point, it's like you deserve more than you think you do. You deserve abundance. You deserve the world. You deserve an amazing love. You deserve amazing friendships with people. You deserve to have unlimited amounts of money to travel and to buy whatever you want, do whatever you want, being happy in a job and just have all these things. You deserve all of that and you just need to believe it. So a lot of the stuff that has been going on with you is to get you into this energy and into this place. And so some of you, this is definitely like a healing of deservingness and self-love and really like looking at yourself. And we kind of got these cards yesterday in the tarot that I typed up on my Facebook page. I posted on Instagram too, but it's like really taking a deep look in the mirror and really like like unlearning the conditioning that you received growing up. And it's really you taking that time to really sit down and say, what is it that I want? And for some of you, what I'm feeling is for you to actually physically do that. So what is it that I want? What is it that I deserve, right? So if you're wanting a relationship, what does this person, look like? I don't mean physically look like. I mean, what does this person look like to you? Like, how do they act? How do they behave? What is their personality like? Things of that nature. What does your relationship look like? Is it like a joking relationship? Is it a type of relationship where you guys are, playing pranks on each other? Or is it a type of relationship where, you're hanging out at home and cuddling and relaxing or cooking together, things like that? And, what does this partner look like? What are the things you want in them? If this is like a spiritual practice, if this is a business, if this is a job, if this is, your life just kind of changing and you wanting to make changes in your life and your schedule and different things like that, what does it look like? Be very specific and make that commitment to make those steps forward. Take those steps to go forward and know that you're worthy and that you are loved and you are deserving of all of this, right? And for some of you, with the true love and commitment card, for some of you, it feels like there is love right around the corner. And it feels like there is something that's going on universally with some type of energy to really bring this forward. And I love this because we got those 3 cards yesterday that actually popped out today, but they came out commitment, vast universe, true love, right? It feels like the universe is trying to bring this commitment together for you guys. Obviously, that's not going to apply to everyone, but it's like this bright path is like lit and moving forward. And it's like you coming into the healing energy, you coming into that loving energy with yourself and realizing your worth and what you deserve. And so if you're in dark energy, you're in dark thoughts, you're in these thoughts and these feelings like you're undeserving, you're not going to find anybody who is deserving of you, like somebody who's going to treat you right. That's the whole issue. That's not the issue. That's the whole point, is really healing these feelings to bring it forward for appreciation and realizing what it is you deserve and your worth. Because if somebody comes forward and you're not feeling worthy of love, then when they come, what are you going to do? You're going to run from it because you're going to think it's not true. You're not going to feel safe and all of those things. So it's like really standing in your worth and your power. And it doesn't have to be just love, okay? It can be anything, but for some of you, it has to do with finding that soulmate, that person. So, no, we're not pulling anything else with this. Okay. Let me pull, I have a few more decks I'm going to pull from, but not do like the in-depth reading with. So we got Wild Cycles, Sexual Arts, Family, and Tribe. Damn. I'm getting a lot of family karma is being released right now. If you guys have been feeling a lot of shit lately, the last few weeks, last few months, a lot of you guys are healing family karma. Some of you within your own family now, but also old family karma from past lives. And it's like your parents and their, your grandparents and your great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents. And some of you guys were born to be healers and to actually clear this karma for your family. Like you came here with that purpose, part of your purpose, not just your sole purpose. But what I'm getting from that is you will be integrating your energy soon. I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are going to be integrating this spiritual energy and really coming into this, almost feels like this passionate energy, this things that are going to, feels almost like you've been lacking this passion or this motivation or drive, and you're about to come into it soon once you free yourself from these cycles and these burdens. But it's like a lot of the burdens and cycles, even though I'm saying like family stuff, they are prevalent in your life now. If you're clearing it for your family, then it's because it's kind of probably the way you're raised or things that happen with you then. And I think there's some type of communication with that, because as I keep trying to talk, it almost feels like I'm being held back from saying things. And it's not from spirit doing it. It almost feels like this energy of like stumbling over the words. It's almost like there's just conflict where it's where it's like you're worried about saying the right things or doing the right things, stuff like that. So you might have a pattern of that with you, or perhaps with your family too. All right, let me see. So we got, I guess we're doing all those. All right, we got 4 of Ariel, 6 of Raphael, 9 of Michael, King of Michael, Justice, Queen of Ariel, Knight of Ariel, 10 of Raphael. Interesting. Okay, so 4 of Ariel. So if you've never watched my reading before, just so you know, if you see these cards with other readers, they don't always mean this. So if you hear other readers talking about it, it doesn't always mean this. I channel as I read cards, so it's not, half the time it doesn't mean what it says. What I get for the 4 of Ariel is this very protective masculine energy. Very guarded, very, very protective, completely, like, it's just like the walls up, but very guarded, protected. It feels like there's something going on where some of you, it feels like somebody's energetically protecting you, like a strong masculine presence is energetically protecting you. Some of you, this could be in your personal life. Some of you, even if you are females, can be this strong masculine energy. And there needs to be some type of balance. But it's interesting because he's very guarded and protective, the energy wise. And so it almost feels like this is somebody that really, it feels very personal. Many of you guys, it could be romantic. You could be in this relationship now, or this will be a person who will show up for you like that. It could be a friend too, but it doesn't feel like platonic. It feels romantic. It feels like this person really has this like strength, this like internal strength, and they just want to guard and protect you in any capacity and form, whether that's emotionally or physically. They want to guard you, right? And with that, it's like they're in this very like fun loving energy. This is somebody that you definitely are energetically balanced with. This is somebody that you have that fun playfulness, but seriousness, but you guys feel like, it feels like almost like this like couple or these 2 people that have this like love for each other and this compassion for each other. I don't know why I'm getting such masculine energy. So obviously this is not going to apply to everybody. It can be if you're in a relationship, or it could be somebody that, like I said, a friend or somebody that might be coming forward. But this person I'm getting is overthinking like a lot. They're getting a lot of channeled like psychic messages, but they're overthinking them like a lot. And I feel their energy is in very dark energy, almost like the first part of the reading where they're in this very like solitude, dark ass energy. And it's like they don't want to unleash. It's almost like spirits telling them to come forward, or spirits telling them to do things, and they're not listening. It feels like they're just very fucking guarded. Like they don't want to let their walls down. They feel very stubborn, like crazy, insanely stubborn. So this, you know, this doesn't have to necessarily mean it's romance. It could just be, it could be you, or it could be somebody you're involved with, where it could be, you know, something on their end that they're stubborn with. I'm not entirely sure, you know, take it as it resonates. When you watch it, it could be for you, or it could be for a person involved with you. So with the Justice card I'm hearing, changes need to take place. There needs to be more balance and more unity, and there's not. It feels like something's been going on where there's been a complete imbalance. So if this is your relationship, this could be that your relationship has been very one-sided, like one's doing and one's not doing. Whether that's physically, monetarily, whatever, communication, anything. Just, I'm hearing just things need to come into order, things need to come into balance, and it feels very, very imbalanced right now. But what I'm getting is this is you actually appreciating the things that are around you, you appreciating the beauty and the light and the positive things around you. And I'm going to show you the last 2 cards because it's weird. The first card, I'm getting this strong energy of him, very protective, right? And then this is like the card where he's watching over. This is like a very gentle energy. This is somebody who is trying to guard and protect you, who's watching over you, who's making sure you're safe and protected. And he might in some way be protecting some type of abundance or something with your job or something financially. And I say that because he's in this one, the first one, and he's in front of the money. This one is like him protecting like the home and the castle, right? Protecting you. And this is him physically protecting you, but notice how it's like the woman's like with the money, right? It's like him, somebody's watching over you and protecting you. Some of you, this, you know, is, you know, spirit guides and ancestors and people like that, but that's not going to be for everybody. Some of you, this is somebody in the physical realm that is energetically tied to you in some capacity. And the 10 of Raphael, this is like the love card. This is like the love, happy home, family, you know, the blessings. Like, what is it that you want for your life? And this is like this coming true. I feel like some of you guys are kind of not in this energy. Like, there's something else that needs to happen and transition before that comes forward. But it does feel like it will come forward for you. But you still have, like, they're saying you have more healing to do. You have more things you need to process and learn and heal and grow from before you can have this happy blessing. Because the happy blessing won't be a blessing if you're still sitting in certain energies. Like, if you're sitting in negative energies, you're sitting in mistrust, you're sitting in codependency, you're sitting in fear, no matter if the right person comes or not, you're not going to be accepting of them. You're not going to be, and I don't mean them, opportunities too. You're not going to be accepting of a job. You're going to feel like it's too good to be true. Well, what's wrong with this, you know, person, this situation, this job, you know, and all these things are going to come up for you. So it's really important for you to heal before you can actually get these things. I mean, it's, you know, I talk about this a lot where it's like, you know, you can have all the parts, but if you don't have the toolbox, you know, or you don't have the instructions to build it, it's not, you know, you could have the dream car that you want, right? You could have a airplane that you can build, but if you don't have the tools to build it, you don't have the instructions to build it, you might be able to build it shitty, but it's not going to be sustainable and long running. And that's kind of what they're talking about with this like happy home card, these blessings, where the fuck it went, this. Like, that's kind of what they're saying is like, this is going to come for you. Like, we want you to have faith and hold on and trust. But at the same point, we need you to know that you don't have all the tools for your toolbox yet. And so in order for this to be successful and sustainable, you know, we need you to kind of process things and go through a few things beforehand. So with that, we got the faith. We got faith card, humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. We got Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And then we got Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Yes, I brought up communication earlier. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. So yeah, there's definitely something going on with this. The other card didn't say the truth. That was just what they were kind of giving me. So there's definitely something to that, but I'm going to really quickly just pull a few of these and then we'll be done. If you want a private reading, I am doing them again. Tarot readings are 1111 and they're emailed to you. You can ask like a question or do a general. And if you want a psychic reading, they are 30 minutes or an hour. First time is $20 for 30 minutes, $40 for an hour. If you've had a reading with me before, it is $30 for a half hour, $55 for an hour. And if you're local, I can do them in person or I do through Facebook video chat. So you can just send me a message on Facebook. Okay, so these are the cards that came out and I'm laughing because the way they came out, there's two in a row. Romance is coming for you soon. Focus on yourself for now. And then we got love is coming your way or you'll rekindle the love in your relationship. Communicate. So you got two love cards and the communication. And we got two things about communication. You are what you believe. If you want a different life, then change your mind. Express gratitude for all of the good people and things in your life. I love that because those two cards kind of relay what we talked about in like the beginning cards, which is about, you know, appreciating what you have and seeing, you know, the flowers and the rainbows in the storm. So I love that. The dream life you want is waiting for you. Start writing down. I love this because I literally said with the one card about writing it down, what it is you want. The dream life you want is waiting for you. Start writing it down and working on your goals to make it a reality. Create a dream board. Yeah. So do something where you're writing down what it is that you want. They told me that before, and that's probably why they had me pull these cards back out. Okay, ready? Who is the first person that pops in your mind? Communicate with them. There's something you need to tell them. All right. So look, we're getting that message. You know, like I said, the two cards that they were telling me with the communication, that's not what they mean, but I keep getting this energy of people needing to communicate. So I think it's really interesting, these cards. Not interesting. We all know how that works. We know how spirit works, but interesting that those both popped out after I gotten the message about communication. Then we got the speak your truth, and then now we just got 2 cards that say communicate. So anyway, I hope you guys all have an awesome day. So much love and light.